In a recent session, we learned the three broad categories of RC questions. We also learned how the mind map approach works very well for all three. In this lesson, we would be applying the mind map approach on a structure-based question. Before we do so, you may want to pause the video and revise the mind map approach. Let us now apply the mind map approach on a GRE-like structure-based question. Here is our mind map approach for attempting all RCs. Before looking at the question, we must process the passage. Our first byte here can be just the first sentence. What does this byte do? It raises a question whether this scientist can be considered remarkable. Then the next byte can be this part of the passage. What does this byte do? It develops a case for why this scientist should be considered remarkable. And now, how do we link the two bytes so far? A question was raised, and then a case was built for why the answer to this question should be a yes. Now we see a contrast trigger, and this can be our last byte of the passage. And what this does is to develop a case for why the answer to this question should be a no. So we completed the first 4 steps here, and this is what our mind map looks like. A question was raised, then a case was developed for why the answer to the question should be a yes, then a contrast trigger, then in the last part, a case is developed for why the answer to this question should be a no. Now the step 5, which is to read the question stem. So we completed the first 4 steps here, and now we must read the question stem. We are aware of the 3 categories of RC questions, and we can sense that this is a structure-based question. Therefore, we need not refer back to the passage, and just the mind map is going to be sufficient to answer this question. Choices which start on lines of a question being asked have merit. Choice C does not do so. It is not that first an assertion was made and then it was questioned. The passage starts with raising a question. Therefore, choice C can be eliminated. Choice D talks about proof only in favor of a certain answer, while we are aware from the mind map that 2 answers were discussed, so choice D should be eliminated. Answer choice B is on the other extreme. It only talks about the description being undermined and dismissed. So answer choice B should also be eliminated. A and E are 2 competitive answer choices, but then choice E talks about an answer being proposed and found to be deficient. It's not that the answer found in this part of the passage has been found deficient in the later part of the passage. Found to be deficient is a deal breaker here, whereas factors in favor of, which is quite the second leg of our mind map, and against, which is quite the third leg of our mind map, being discussed is a deal maker here. Choice A is the correct answer choice. Thanks for watching.